Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk about a book that I've been reading since last 2 months and finally today I've finished it. So the book is A Little Life and I've been reading this book since a long time and I haven't been consistent, but I've tried to complete this book as soon as possible. So you can see that this is a very lengthy book and it was so huge. I thought like there are 700 pages and I don't know when I'm going to finish it, and today's 26th October and finally I finished it. And the thing is, it was such a, I don't have words to say. It's such a sad book and it's so heartbreaking. This book teaches us that there can be very bad experiences in our life. There can be worst thing happening with us, but still in the future there can be more people. You can meet better people. I think we should always hope for better things, and this is what this book is all about, that no matter what past you had, you can have a great future. And this book also glorifies the meaning of friendship and family. And this book is about four classmates, like they were very good friends and they were friends since college. And the main character is Jude, who had a very horrific past, and he has faced very worst experiences. And the thing is that after facing all those things, he continued to live with the people who was so good to him. He finally met the best people. And when he was a child, he suffered so much because of the people that were in his life. He was an orphan, he didn't had any family, and later on his professor in the college adopted him, and they were very good to him. And his best friend William he was just the most amazing person, and he was so good towards Jude and he helped him so much. He was always there for him. But I think this story, this entire book, tells us that how important our friends and family are in our life. It's very important to be connected to our family and friends. And I think the worst experiences in our life shape us and they make us a better human being. You are nothing without your experiences. I feel like no matter how much bad things are happening towards you, no matter how, you know, no matter how badly people are treating you, and I feel like there is always something that will take you towards what's best for you. And we never know what the future holds. So sometimes we think like all the wrong things are happening with us, but we don't know that maybe 5 years later there would be so much happiness in our life, and what thing is happening right now wouldn't even matter. So Jude had a very, I can't even imagine that there is so much suffering in the world, and we are just living a life that is much better than in comparison to the people around us. And I feel like this book, I heard a lot about this book, and when I read this book, I felt like it was just it was a devastating book. And I don't know how someone can face so much in their life and they can suffer so much and still be a good person. He had shown all the traits of a human being, and I feel like he attempted so many times. He was suicidal so many times, and he attempted suicide, and at the end, he died because of suicide. One thing I really liked about this book is it teaches us how we shouldn't judge someone because of their behavior. We never know what someone has faced in their past. And the thing is, your past doesn't define you. No matter what happened in the past, there can be better things that could happen in the future. And we never know. First thing, we never know what's going to happen. And just like living in the present and accepting the fact that if something bad has happened to you, then it's okay. We cannot do anything about it. We cannot change the past, but we can work on ourselves, and we can decide what we have to do with our life. I think that is what this book teaches us. This also tells that no matter how imperfect your friendship is, no matter how imperfect your friends are, but at the end of the day, they are the people who will be there for you. So maintaining friendship, having good friends around you is very important. In this book, it was all about friendship and family and friends. This was all in this book, and yeah, I feel like I really liked this book. Also, at some point, it felt like I I was like, how could such a thing could happen to someone? There was like so much misery in the book, so much sadness in the book, and a life of a person who was also a orphan. He lived with so many different kind of people, and I just, while reading the book, I couldn't even imagine if such people exist, who do such harm to the other human being, and it was such unhuman thing to do to someone. Jude was treated very badly. It was something I can't even imagine happening to a human being. So overall, I really like this book, and I would recommend it to someone who really wants to know that, how important things are in our life, and we should be grateful for our life, for our people, for our friends and family. And that is it. So I think I really, really like this book. And so that's all for this one. I'll read another book and I'll be there with the next review. So till then, thank you for listening me. Bye bye.